Today I wanted to show you how you could prevent your big dies from eating up whatever paper or chipboard you have. I love the big dies because they do cut the chipboard, but a lot of times with these fine detailed ones, I don't know if you can see, this is the gears die set from, industrial die set from Tim Holtz and Sizzix. So I got frustrated trying to cut a bunch of gears out of this because they just kept sinking into the foam parts, like where the blade is. It's kind of hard to see with the black on black. I don't know. But anyways, I've fixed some of them, so you'll notice that there's kind of like this, I don't know if you can kind of see the raised up part and stuff. And this doesn't affect the sandwich that you layer your chipboard or paper or anything like that. It just adds a little bit extra so that your dies don't get swallowed up by, or your die cuts don't get swallowed up by your dies. So this one has like a belt here that's really fine, and I find the paper gets stuck into there. And there's some other really fine ones. So what you're going to need to be able to stop it from doing this is, I just picked up a piece of black fun foam, just from Michael's, whatever, and I am going to just cut the size of foam that I want. So I'm just gonna eyeball this here. You can measure it exactly, or you can do the whole, like if your whole die is chewing up your paper and chipboard, then you can do that. So I'm just cut it to fit this piece where the belt is. It's kind of in this area here. And then what you'll also need is some adhesive. I wouldn't recommend like a really strong one, just in case you find that it doesn't need that much. Then you can easily peel it off and not have to worry about wrecking your die. So I'm just going to use the Xyron, my little 2.5-inch Xyron machine, and I'm just going to run this through just to put adhesive on the backing. So I'll just run that through there. And then I'm going to stick this onto the die, or the part of the die that is giving me issues. So I'm going to put that right on top of there. And you may need 1 or 2 layers. I'm just going to start with 1 layer and just to see if that fixes the problem. For this one, for these 3 here that I have already done, I needed 2 layers because it just kept wanting to still get caught in the die because it's such a fine area and stuff. So now I'm just going to grab my big kick here. Sorry if some of it's out of the frame. And so I've got my base plate, and I'll stick the die on here. And this isn't going anywhere because we use the adhesive. And then I'm just going to run it through. Just like that. And then I don't know if you can see, but yeah, you can kind of see that it's cut that out. So I'm just going to peel this outside edge away because I don't want that. And then you can use like an adhesive remover to kind of get the extra adhesive off of there. So I'm going to leave the middle part there just for stability. And then we're gonna give this a try. I'm just gonna grab a piece of chipboard and we'll run it through there. Okay, so I have this piece of it's a thicker. It's not the thickest chipboard that you can get, but it's a thicker one. So I'm just gonna stick this on here, and I'll also show you cutting the other pieces there too. So I'm gonna grab my big kick again. Get my layers together here. And yeah, the reason why we use the lower tack glue, but not the lowest tack glue, is that, yeah, you want to make sure that you're not going to wreck your die and you can remove it if you needed to. Okay, so we're just going to run this through. My plates are, my top plate is so out of shape. Okay, come in. It's going to be stubborn. Let's see if we go this way. Alright. There we go. So we'll just run that through. It is a bit thick, but as you can see, it is cutting. So it went through the thick chipboard, and it did go through. So it nicely cut that one. Nicely cut that one. Because my thing is very warped, it didn't quite get this one here. But it still cut the ones that you didn't. Oops. Still cut the ones that you didn't. I'll try and get this in the frame here. That you didn't put the foam on, so that still cut nicely and nothing stuck in there. So these ones aren't a problem, but see how nicely that just comes out, and as you can see, the foam shoved into there, so that you still have foam in there and it's not like chipboard. Whereas here you can see that the chipboard stuck into these tiny little holes, and that's a real pain in the butt to try and get those out after. So, and this one too is stuck in there, so I will probably put the foam on this one as well, and this one, and there you have it. So yeah, it still does cut everything. I may raise these ones too, just so that they're, in case that was the problem with it not cutting properly, but yeah, so that is how you fix your dies, and you can use whatever foam, whatever color foam your die is. Like I've got some gray foam for some of the gray dies that I have. So I hope this helps you, and I will talk to you again in the next video. Thanks, bye.